Okay, cool. All right, here we go. So here's the new latest poem from 1888 by Edward Lear. I'm gonna read it and then we'll kind of like deconstruct it and see what we need to do. Okay, there was a young lady from Butte. Is it Butte? Is it? It's not but. Boot? Boot. So these are mostly towns in England. So the guy was British. So like there was also like some kind of like connotation, with the city that they were from. So it was kind of like, in a way, I think he was kind of like having little fun with people. If there's like, there was a young lady from Towson, or there was an old man from Lutherville. It's like there is some kind of inside joke that's going on there. We don't really know what it is though. Okay, so there was a young lady from Boot, for now, not B-O-O-T, but B-U-T-E, from Boot, who played on a silver gilt flute. She played several jigs to her uncle's white pigs that amused young lady of Boot. So, okay, by the way, full disclosure, I'm totally dyslexic. So this is like very challenging for me to like read out loud. Poetry has been very helpful because it's like not a lot of words all strung together. All right, let me try this again. There was a young lady from Boot who played on a silver gilt flute. She played several jigs to her uncle's white pigs that amusing young lady of Boot. Okay, so we got to do a young lady who's playing a flute for some pigs. That sounds great. And not it's like I feel like it's very open. All right, so I'm gonna do, now we have to get, but I guess the hard part is like getting her to play the flute. So we have to have two hands up, I would imagine. I don't know if anybody plays the flute.
I play the flute.
Cool. So then you understand the position. And I remember when I would like look at art when I was younger, and I'd be like if it was like having to do with something that I was familiar with, like a sport or something, or like in a movie, you know what I mean? Like if you play soccer and then there's a movie about soccer and you're like, dude, the person is totally offsides. That would like never happen. And it's just so your depth of insight into particular subject matter will increase your level of understanding, and it will make the drawing kind of look better. Like you have more to go on. If you play the flute, you have more to go on than I do, other than like my what I've seen in the past. Like it's less intimate with actually playing it. So the way I draw this lady playing the flute, you might be offended. But that's the thing. You know better, so do better. Okay, I'm gonna set the timer again for 10 minutes. Nice. Ten minutes. You're allowed to go, by the way. Okay, on your mark, set, go. So I don't know if I should like re-up on my my young lady. I think I might just like, remake her. Just so I feel like if I do it a second time, it might be better. So I'm doing, ooh, that's right. Hands, wrist to elbow, elbow to shoulder. That's so interesting because usually you start from the body, but here we need the hands in a position. So there's the other hand. So we don't have a choice. We have to like put the hands first and then attach the arms to the body. Man, there's my flute. And then I feel like there's the pinky is always up when people are playing the flute. All right, so then her mouth has to go here. So then her nose has to go here and her eyes have to go there. And now I made her look like a bearded man. That's not good. I might have to replace that face. These are all stand-ins. I'm just trying to like position my lady. Man, my lady does not look like a lady. All right, so cool. I got a dress. I got some feet. And now I need some pigs. There was a young lady of boot who played a silver gilt flute. She played several jigs to her uncle's white pigs. That amusing lady of Butte. Now her uncle is another character. That's kind of interesting. I hadn't thought about. So maybe I'll do the pigs up close, or a couple pigs up close. Oinkers. There's an oinker. And then maybe I will do. Well, let me get the participants back up here and make sure Stacy's not trying to get on or something. I just let Sebastian back on. All right, so there's a pig. There's another pig. What is it? What is it? Why do people call pigs sows? What is a sow? Is that like a type of pig? All right,
The girl pig.
Oh, it's a female pig? Okay, got it. So I got my pigtails. Ooh, that might be cute. I could give my my flute player pigtails. I wish I knew how to do pigtails, but that looks good. Like Pippi Longstocking. Is Pippi Longstocking still a thing? You guys know who Pippi Longstocking is?
I've read the books.
It rings a bell.
Okay. Yeah, so you have read the books. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
they
like it was like a popular childhood story when I was a kid, but it was for my sister. It was like my sister loved Pippi Longstocking. But she
It
had
also could look
she had
like
red
Anne
hair
of
and
Green
these
Gables.
long braids that came off the side. What's that?
It also could look like Anne of Green Gables.
Yes. So her hair being like moving around like this, well, is just that. It suggests movement. So I kind of like that her like there's a flow in her dress. She's kind of getting into the music. I changed her face obviously so she doesn't look like a 42-year-old dude. There's some. I'm feeling good about the position of my hands actually. I wasn't sure how I was going to do it. So maybe we could do some musical notes. And those of you that play music, I might be offending you as well. Honestly, I loved playing music. And then as soon as I had to start reading music and the notes, I could not process the marks. And I kind of gave up music when I was younger. And I'm so sad that I did that because I could have, I traded piano lessons for drawing lessons. One of my students was a music teacher, and I started playing piano again using like the Suzuki method, and I got okay with it. It's just what I realized is that I knew how much time it would take to actually get good at music, and I was like, I barely have enough time to paint as it is. So I kind of stopped playing. But when you're younger, you can like develop these skills, in shorter time. So your brain is like more malleable. I'm sure you guys all play music, but it was kind of, it's like one of those like life things where you look back and you're like, I wish I could play music. But I dance and I sing, so I have a good time with music. There was a young lady of Boot who played on a silver gilt flute. She played several jigs to her uncle's white pigs. That amusing lady, Butte. Okay, so I'm thinking about maybe putting like way in this corner. I'm gonna slide this over a little bit. I like this idea of making a like little pig pen back here. And then showing her uncle like in the pig pen. Maybe I'll do like a pig. And then I'll come back. There's the pig in the pen. There's the uncle way off in the corner. That's fun. I'm okay with that. So some of you that have felt like you hadn't had enough time, working small, I mean, it just goes faster. There's just less, it's more suggestive. So you don't have the, you don't have the advantage or the luxury of details, but you also don't have the burden of details. Details can be kind of, in order to work large, it requires more information. So if you work small, there's less information. You can kind of sometimes communicate the same idea or something similar. Just depends on the importance, I guess. All right, now this is fun from the pigs. Pigs have noses that come to the front. I've found that the pigs' noses are like, they almost point in the middle, but I'm just drawing a cartoon pig. Oh, time. 1 minute. Okay, the 1 minute until the thing goes off, and then we'll do another minute after that. And honestly, if you want more time, we can take. But with these pigs, I really don't have enough. I don't have enough time to really give them more. And that's not what this is about. It's just this is about the warm up. Yeah, I like the sloppy, I like the dark ground. There's like, it says the mud, there's like pigs are in the mud. That's a new one. This is a new one for me. But the darkness, oops, sorry, that's the alarm. So the darkness in the mud, I don't know if I want to repeat it maybe in her hair, maybe darken her hair a little bit. Just so I can have a balanced range. I might do some stripes on her arms as well. Oh, and then the dark notes, the music notes, those could be a little bit heftier. Give them a little more contrast. I'm sketching in pencil. He obviously inks these, and there's nothing that's more satisfying than sketching lightly in pencil and then coming in and really refining it and inking it with pen. I do love that. I can clean up in this next minute or so, if you want to clean up some of your construction lines. Ooh, yeah, those pig ears. I did one that were kind of triangular, and then the other one, the one that's closest to her, I made with like more S curves. I love my pigtails. Pigtails, I think, are the cutest things. It's like I need one. Maybe he doesn't need one. Yeah, he doesn't get a pigtail. It's too small. This guy might. This guy does. All the pigs, they love the music. Wow. This is art, people. This is art. Oh wait, I gotta finish the stripes on her shirt. Finger, 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 pinky, thumb. And then maybe I'll darken that flute. Was it a silver gilt flute? Yeah, I made the flute. All right, I'm just trying to make it, I'm trying to make this ready for. I actually like it. I could do this. I could do this again. So when I say do this again, I mean like I would just start all over and really do a nice job. This is what you call concept art, where you just like you're just getting things down, like just raw ideas down. That's not perfect, each, and this is why I love studying different phases of artist drawings. So if you look at Rubens, I mean, Rubens does like full-blown portraits, life size, but then he also does like figure compositions, full-blown paintings that are like 20 feet by 30 feet. And then all of those huge paintings, they start off with like very small, like 4-inch, like, gestural sketches. And this is a little bit more refined than a gesture sketch, but I mean, I could refine this further. And I feel like there's something good there. All right, should we see what Edward Lear did? I did get a glance at it, and I remember thinking that's not very good. So I can't remember what was going on. I don't know. Should put the mountain back here. He doesn't typically do put trees in far distance, put in a moon, some clouds. I know that would be a sun. Sorry, I can't stop. And then the other thing is that he doesn't frame out his pictures either, which is so interesting. I almost always, when I'm doing my concept sketches like this, I almost always frame it out in a window that works for my ideas. I'm not saying you guys should do this. I'm just saying this is where Edward and I usually we break. Anyway, so there's my poem. I love this young lady. I love my pigs. Okay, here we go. Oh dear. Oh dear. I mean, oh pig. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this pig. Are you serious? It's a little piglet. I didn't think about that. That would be cute. I should have done a piglet. That looks like a dog. I guess pigs and dogs have a lot of similarities. Look at their noses. Are those even pig noses? This one has like, looks like a boar. It has like the boar like hair coming down his back. Wild. And then I don't know what's going on with this leg. She's double jointed in her knee. And then I don't think that's a traditional hand. I don't think that's a traditional hand position for the flute. Goodness. Look at that face. Anyway. It's just fun. It's funny. It's almost funny how not good of an artist he is. And this, like I said, this is a really, what's this one? Okay. There was an old man from Quebec. A beetle ran over his neck. Ooh! But he cried with a needle, I'll slay you, O Beetle. The angry old man of Quebec. That's a rough one. A man slaying a beetle with a, I might just leave that open. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil that one. Okay, I'm going to stop the share. Let's see what we got. Hopefully we got some goods. Hopefully you did better than he did. I assume you did. All right, Ellie, I've got you next to me on the thing.
Okay, it's not very good, but
I love how you use the whole paper. It's wild. I think it's great. Oh, the sign of the city. I just never thought of that. We go back, just go back. I'm still soaking it in. You did the uncle. Yeah, I like the farmer overalls. It's a nice touch. Nice piggies. She's got a hat on. All right, cool. Nice road too. I like the 3D property. All right, Amelia, I've got you next. Pin. I wonder what makes the order on here. It's weird.
okay, I'm not quite done yet, but I haven't finished coloring it in.
You did a sun too. Look at your pigs. I love all of everybody's thought bubbles. Nice. Oh, those are, I like your birds too.
Thanks.
Wonderful dress as well. All right, Dara, you're up. If you want to show, of course, no pressure.
I tried to draw the uncle as an old man, but it
Yeah.
came out looking like a little boy.
I love the premise.
And
Oh my gosh, that's good.
Since she was like playing a jig, I decided to make the pigs dancing.
Yeah, and he looks like he's dancing too. Yeah, they're definitely dancing. That's a great one. It's so interesting too, because the like the shape association, like there's the angle of the nose on the drawing above, and then the angle of the flute. They're like kind of similar, like the flute and the. I love it. All right, cool. How about the Fishers? Team art over there. Replace pin. Wow, those are happy pigs. Those are happy dancing pigs. And you did do a piglet. Lovely. That's a nice composition. There's this crazy painting of bears in the woods. It's like a bear jamboree, but it's painted like almost traditionally, but there's like 500 bears in the woods like having this dance festival. It's weird. It's like a wild painting. And yeah, there's a lot of copies of it somewhere, but that's what that reminds me of, those dancing pigs that they're having a good time. Okay, who else is on there? I think Sebastian. Which one are you? Are you Sebastian with the doggy?
Oh wait, Ron still needs to go.
Oh God, yeah, sorry. My bad. Let's see it. I won't replace the pin. I'm ready for it. Did you do another storyline? Nice. Oh, that wall is great. And the pig pen. See, I'm glad we were on that. And you got the dirt. Dude, those pigs are raging. I love it. All right, cool. That's a nice design too. Very self-contained. I like that the pen. That structure of the wall like does anchor the picture really nicely.
Right.
Replace pin with, so Sebastian, should I go with you or should I do another one? I have Sebastian with his dog in a chair.
Well, Mr. Trevor is being Sebastian. He has his phone on to join, but it's me and him.
Oh man, I have no idea who was talking. Oh, there we go. Okay, Jackson and Sebastian. I'll replace that pin. Replace pin. Okay, so whose is that one? Is that Jackson?
That one's Sebastian's.
Okay, let's see. It's
Yeah,
Sebastian.
that one.
That pig is good. That yeah, you get their figures are classic, man. Good style. All right, you want to go?
Go. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah. That's a nice, you see, you like the pigs. I like the hairstyle on your, I like the hairstyle on the flautist.
Yeah, I didn't try to do a face because I'm not super good at drawing in faces.
All good, dude. This is fun. Thank you. Let's see who else we have. I think Naomi's next. Oh no, Madeline, you're next. Sorry.
Mine's not completely finished, so I'm not going to share right now.
Okay, that's fine. Naomi, are you finished? We can also do, yes, she's in. I did if you ever want to see somebody, I love this one. And I'm so glad you did a piglet. I think the three pigs, there's something about the that like small, medium, large, you know, that theme and variation that like works really nicely. And and that looks like a real flute player. I feel like there's some knowledge there. Okay, awesome. And then there's a word in art that people use all the time. It's called juxtaposition. So people that really don't know about art, but they want to sound like they know about art, they're like, I like the juxtaposition of, and it's basically, it's like putting two things that don't normally fit together, fitting them together and making it work, or making it in conflict. And this is a time when you could actually use the word juxtaposition. So the juxtaposition of, you know, a young lady playing the flute surrounded by a bunch of pigs is what makes it funny, because that would like never happen. So like it's part of the that's part of what makes this such a comedic thing, is that those two elements are juxtaposed. Okay, Janaya, let's see yours.
Hello. If you can see it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That was almost good. You had it good before. A little bit higher. A little bit higher. I'm trying to close out your window. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice pen. Nice pig pen. Nice pigtails. Nice clouds. What's he thinking? What's he saying? I can't hear.
Oh, it just says oink. Simple pig stuff.
That's normal pig stuff. Noah, can we see yours? Thank you for that. Replace pen, replace pen.
I really do not like it.
Ooh, look at that foot up there though. I know it's not, I'm not part of it. No, it's not part of it, but I'm into it. Will you show it again? Please show it again. I didn't get to absorb it fully.
That's it.
You did the three pigs. I don't know what it is about three pigs. It's like people that are smart make three.
Yeah,
I love it.
Seems how it works.
Okay, anybody else want to go that hasn't gone? Eden? Thank you, dude.
I'm okay. I want to go.
Okay. No worries. No worries. Well, we have like,
I haven't gone yet.
okay, I can't hear who that was. Was that Simone? I'm trying to find you. Everybody, like the thing moves around. Okay, yes. Yes, pin. Please, pin. Dude, she's so tall. She's so nice. You know what that reminds me of? There's this yeah, those pigs are really sweet too. Kobe, you go back. I think it's you hold it back up. The farmer in the distance is really nice. It's a very elegant figure. And she has like, she's like the A-frame, you know, so she's got like the stability and the centrality, and then the pigs around her. It's actually, it's almost like more beautiful than the poem would suggest. That's good. Okay, let me do the screen share. We have to do, I don't feel bad, but this seems to be like the activity that we're doing today. So I'm going to, let's just do one more, because I have other things planned, but like as classic moment, they're Here, let's just read this one straight up since it's already on there. I don't want to ruin it for you. Okay. There was a young lady from Norway who casually sat in a doorway. When the door squeezed her flat, she exclaimed, "What of that?" This courageous young lady of Norway. See, I feel like you guys could have done better on that one. Okay, we have to do one with a man though, because I feel like men are easier to draw. This one, an old man. Yes. And this one is an old man too. I'm going to try and show this. I should not have moved that. Oh my gosh. So this is either the best class ever or the worst class ever. I don't even know. But it's a little less stressful. Or it could be more stressful. I don't know. Just caught a whiff of my dog. So gross. I've been having to give my dog baths like twice a week recently. So I have a random dog on my clothes. Okay, sorry. That's a personal problem. Let's try it. I'm gonna set the timer. There was an old man from Quebec. I planted the seed earlier. A beetle ran over his neck. Oh my God. But he cried with a needle, "I'll slay you, O beetle," that angry old man of Quebec. Okay, so it's a little violent, and I don't think we should be killing beetles. But whatever, these guys weren't as evolved as we are. This is like 1888. Some people still kill bugs. I can't do it. All right, 10 minutes, party people. On they marks. Get set. Okay. All right, so we have to do an old man now. So old men typically have like if you were to make an old man, like I feel like they're usually wearing suits and may have a cane. And this might be a cool one where it's like you zoom in a little bit. Like in the other ones, I was like showing full figures. This one I might choose to zoom in and do like an old man face. And then it says a beetle ran over his neck. So I have to figure out how to get a beetle on his neck. And with a needle, he was going to kill the beetle. So I think, so there might be an opportunity for like holding a needle with fingers. You know, like how are you going to hold a needle? You don't hold a needle with like usually 2 fingers. And then the man is clearly angry. So we have to, but not only have an old man, we have the expression of anger from the old man. I dropped my pencil. Oh man, here we go. So in Quebec, is there like a Quebec in Europe, or is Quebec like only in Canada? I know, because a lot of these towns like York and yeah, a lot of these American cities are named from European cities, especially England. I don't know. You know, on his neck. Okay, you got to start somewhere. They usually say, I had a teacher, and I think you've heard me say this before, but he would say that your first mark is your first mistake. And I was like, ugh, that feels like so negative. But I think what he was attempting to say is that you kind of have to start somewhere. And then, you know, the chances of that mark being like exactly right are like so small once you start accumulating a lot of other information. So in a way, you almost have to like, it's almost liberating to start the drawing in a sense with a mistake, just knowing, like allowing yourself the flexibility to go in and ultimately change it. So I guess the other thing is that if you're going to make the first mark, your first mistake, maybe make that first mark on the lighter side if you're assuming that it's a mistake. I don't assume that it's a mistake. And I actually struggled with that. Like, I'm like, well, if you're going to make a mistake, why even start? So it's like, it's kind of a psychological mind game, but I've turned it into something that's really positive. So I'm going to draw this guy's. Oh, I think I came up with a good idea. So there it was. So when I say there it was, I mean like there was my not fear, but it was my my inspiration. When I say there it was, I drew my oval for my face, and then I was like, how am I going to draw his neck? So in my mind, I saw his neck going here. So I'm going to make this neck here the platform for the beetle. And I might actually make this beetle hilarious, like Jiminy Cricket or something. Like I might make the beetle like a cartoon beetle standing on his neck like this. So there's my eyebrows. There's my eyes. There's a little L shape for the nose. There's where the lips come together. Okay. And then, ooh, yeah. This is even creepier. So so the whole thing when I read this poem, I was like, oh my gosh, because you actually feel like a beetle running across your neck, and it's like terrible. At least in my opinion, that sounds terrible. So I'm putting I just so happened to make this beetle's neck here, and I drew the features of the face, and then I know the ears got to be back here. So there's nothing. The only thing that's creepier than a beetle being like on your neck is like a beetle being close to your ear. Oh God. Okay, so now I have to make this guy look angry. So I can put the eyebrow anger in there. I can put like maybe a frown. Ooh, you know what I could do? There's the classic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. You know, where you put the corner of the mouth and then you put the teeth in there. Like he is really angry. All right, so I've got something that looks angry. I've got the beetle placement. I'm trying to think what beetles are like the bottom of it. Oh, okay, yeah, a beetle. Honestly, in my mind, I was thinking a cockroach. But beetles are much nicer. Beetles are like scarabs. I know how to draw a scarab. Honestly, it could be like a ladybug. I might set this up where you actually feel bad for the beetle. Not creeped out by the beetle. So those are arms. Those are supposed to be arms. So I did, and I guess they have 6. Did they have 6 or 8? I made 2 legs standing up. And then I made 6 arms. And then I'm going to do little beetles have antenna. Yay, I love this guy. I'm obsessed with my little beetle. I have to fix him though. Should I do a little neck? So there needs to be a little neck, perhaps. A little collar. There's a beetle shell. Man, my guy is really angry. So he's an old man, so I can do some wrinkles. There's that classic crow's feet. Do some wrinkles on the forehead.
Mr. Trevor.
Yeah.
The camera's like out of focus.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, okay, now it's
Is it better now? Sorry about that. Yeah, I sometimes I look at the screen to draw, and the other time I'm like, drawing out your imagination it's like not that I mean, it's very I feel like at one point in my life it was very natural to do this, and then I just spent so much time learning how to draw things from observation that is almost like it's almost like I had to reacclimate myself with the skill. Some people, it's the most natural thing in the world to just draw from just draw from their imagination, just draw whatever's in your head. And like, that's great. I'm gonna make them bald. That's hilarious. What is that? Is that like a Homer Simpson? Look at the Homer Simpson hair on the top of the head. I think it's Homer Simpson. Doesn't Homer Simpson have like two little strands? I don't know. I haven't watched The Simpsons in so long. All right, here comes my big, this is the big vision that I had in my mind. I've got my index finger and my thumb holding a needle. All right, so that's where I'm, and I love it, but I'm scared too because I have a vision in my head, and it's like and I know, and that's the other thing, when I'll get an idea in my head, like I can kind of see it, and then when I start drawing, it's like that vision that was in my head like completely goes away. So it's almost like you have to, maybe there'll be a time when I can have the vision come out exactly, but for myself, there's a big disconnect between the concept of it versus the execution of it. So this would be his finger. I'm almost like talking myself through it intellectually. There's that finger, and then there's the thumb. So this is index finger, this would be middle, this would be the middle finger, this would be the ring finger, and then this would be the pinky. Oh God. And this would be the side of the palm. Let me make these angle down. This is too complex. We're gonna need more time, and we only have 10 minutes left, so let's do 5 more minutes, and then we'll just stop and do the share. One, two, three. Wow. Not easy. That's what this reminds me of. So my cousin, he works for MTV, and not actually, no, he doesn't. He works for that. He basically went to college for illustration, went to Syracuse, and then he worked for MTV for a while, and now he does like film editing. Anyway, he had this character that he would use to make like Christmas cards for the family and everything. And the character's name was Sloan, and then he named his dog Sloan. And that's what my character looks like. My character looks like his kind of original creation of Sloan. So this is supposed to be the arm. This is supposed to be this shoulder. And this is his neck. Oh my gosh. Make him kind of a hairy neck. So the guy is like bending over. There's his collar. He's like hunched over because he feels this beetle on his neck. And then he's got the, this is his left hand. Hmm. I don't know if you can see the needle. You have to like know that it's there. I wonder how I could fix that. So here we are. I'm in this position where I've got the stuff. You know, I've got the things that I need. There was an old man of Quebec. So I have an old man. The beetle ran over his neck. So the beetle is on his neck. I've got that. And he cried, "Oh, the needle will slay you." So he's got this needle ready for the slaying. The angry old man of Quebec. So what do you think the game is with the spelling of beetle here, Beetle, and then the spelling of beetle? I'll slay you, oh beetle, Beadle. Are those two different words? Is a beetle is that like a, do you know? Yeah, if you know, let me know.
I think when he's saying beetle, when he's saying it, that's just the way he says it. He says it like a D, but the way it's written with a T.
So you think it's like an enunciation thing? Nice. That makes sense. Okay, so that's what I was saying. I have the hand, I have the head, the face, the angry face, and I have the beetle. And then I have this like this angle of his back is really severe. So I don't know what that means. I think maybe it like could be an implication for like the movement of the beetle. There's like a thrusting with the angle. It's like kind of an extreme angle, you know, at this 45, almost like a 45-degree angle. So with the placement of all the stuff, I should say, now I'm trying to basically make it look good. It's almost like the fun, this is more of the fun part. So I've got this little beetle. Now that he's placed, I can shore him up. Thicken those beetle legs. I kind of want to do, beetles have wings. Should I put some wings on here? That was a bold move. Yeah, it's fun. It's good to take risks. But sometimes you come up on there's this idea of like this brainstorming idea where, you know, you basically, if you don't have a good idea, it's like put forth the bad idea, because maybe the bad idea will lead to the good idea. And, you know, in sketches like this, you know, it's okay to put forth, you know, some bad ideas, you know, with a little bit of confidence. I mean, I don't know, like if I were to redo this, would I do the neck hair stubble? I don't know. Maybe. I can fill out the old man hair, give him some sideburns. Ooh, that's cool. I hadn't determined where the position of the eyes are going to be, so you know, you make the eyes on, you know, on one side looking in one direction. And you know, there's, you know, there are, and sometimes you know, there's like wrong answers. It's really hard for you to get wrong answers, I feel like, on this one. Not that it's not possible. I mean, you can tell in your own work when something works or doesn't work. My goodness. I hope, I mean, it is recorded. This is recorded for history. And sometimes the second version is better than the first. Second verse is better than the first. This is actually kind of an interesting thing. The looks like the chin is in front of this collar, and then the shoulder is in front of the chin. That's kind of cool. And then the needle is in front of the chin, and it's being sandwiched by these two fingertips. There's something about fingernails that really help fingers look like fingers, but I usually make them dark, and then it looks like they're wearing nail polish. But then if you erase them and then place them in, you know, as little, like almost like little squares, it makes it, there's just something about a fingernail that is very descriptive and helpful when drawing hands. And we will go over hands, but I'm just saying, even from this vantage point of not of like drawing out of your imagination, you want to get all the vital stuff. And then I haven't even talked about tone today. I was thinking maybe that beetle would look better if he was shaded in darker. Because when I was thinking of it, I was envisioning the cockroach. I like, but beetles are usually darker, I think. Shiny. All right, I'm gonna stop the share soon. I have to send this to my cousin. Like, Sloan got old. Ooh, maybe some
Now
bag
he looks
over
a
things.
little bit more surprised than angry.
Yeah, totally. And I think it's in these eyebrows here. Let me see if I can change the eyebrow. I totally agree. There's usually angled brows like really do the trick. He still looks surprised. I do like the point. His lip becomes pointy down here. That feels very old man to me. Okay, I'm gonna stop the share. Let's do this, people. There was an old man of Quebec. A beetle ran over his neck. He cried, "With a needle I'll slay you, O beetle." The angry old man of Quebec. Simone, did you finish? I got you up first for some reason.
Yes, I did.
Let's do it. Nice. Tell me
I
what's
made
going
the
on.
I made the old man a Hollow Knight from the game Hollow Knight,
Yeah.
and the weapons they have are called nails.
Okay.
Well, one of them uses a needle, but I just decided to do Hollow Knight because he's older than the other characters.
Yeah.
So, and they live in a bug world, so
They had a needle connection, a bug
Yes.
connection and a needle connection. I love it. I should show you. Yes, that is art right there. Thank you. Dara, do you want to show?
I'm not finished yet. Can I go last?
Yeah, of course. Ellie, how are you doing?
Good. This is like, oops,
Oh man. The two versions.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like oh man, the violence. It's like we don't usually cover
Pocket.
violence in class, but
His pocket has a needle with a sharp point, and then he takes it out. And
poor Beetle. That poor Beetle. All right, Eden, you want to do it?
Sure, if I can find it in my sketchbook. I don't know where it is. I lost it. Oh wait, here it is. Never mind.
Yes.
It's very rushed and kind of weird.
Dag. You got the angry thing down. Oh, the sweet little Beetle. Wow. Yeah, that's actually awesome. Cool. Thank you. No, thank you. All right, so Amelia, how about you? Look at that Beetle on his neck. Yeah, the red face does the trick. Does the trick. That's a big needle too. Thank you. Good work. Did you enjoy that? Did you like today? Okay, good. Madeline, let's see. And guys, if you have any like requests, I try to come up with lessons I think are inspiring and fun. So if you can think of ones that you'd like to do, I'm so open. All right,
So,
Madeline, I'm ready.
my guy looks kind of confused, I think. And then he's
Yes?
like thinking of what he will do. And then I have this just like, I don't know, cute little beetle.
That is a cute Beetle. And then the Beetle coming in the front of his neck, that's like a whole nother concept for me. I swear to God, like every single time I've read this, it's like on the back of my neck. And I think that's where bugs usually hit me. But like the front of the neck is super intense too. Okay, cool. Thank you for changing my my paradigm on that one. All right, cool. And I think I got Noah next. And then the Fisher siblings.
All right, so I started drawing his face, and I kind of lost my vision for that. So I did not actually draw his face. I drew it on the back of his neck. And since he's Canadian, I drew him in a Raptors t-shirt because they're the only sports team in Canada that matters.
Nice. That's great. Thank you. Thank you for staying on board and going with it. That's cool. I like his lettuce too. Nice lettuce.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Janaya, can we see yours?
All right, so I drew two.
Yes.
So if you want to see the second one, I used a reference for the second one, but this is the first one. If you can see it, my hands.
We'll get into the process. The process.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I see the anger. Ooh, yes. Okay.
And then the second one, I used a reference for it. So.
Oh, right. So like use a reference for like you Googled it or you just used your first one for your second one?
Well, yeah, but this one was more in my own art style when it comes to drawing humans.
Yes.
So that was sort of how it was. So I referenced
It's cool. It's really cool. And like zooming in on the face, I think is like sometimes it's fun to draw faces like from imagination.
It is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Radical. Thank you. And if you guys, I would try to ink these later. I mean, if you like it. Replace pin with Naomi. Let's see you. And then we'll go to Sebastian and Jackson after that. Cool. Oh, he's dropping his cane. Oh, the bug's already impaled. And he is shouting in victory. That is pretty sweet. Thank you. I like the hat and the glasses and everything. All right, cool. Thanks for crushing it. I appreciate it. Let's see. Sebastian and Jackson.
I'm gonna share first. Mine is probably one of the first drawings I've ever done, for sure. It's like the oldest Beetles on the back of the neck.
Nice Beetle.
And then I decided to add this little bit of stuff that was funny.
Dude, that's artistic license. I'm trying to place. Oh my god. Oh my god. I see the person now. Okay, it took me a second. I got it. That's a huge beetle. And you need a gun to kill a beetle like that.
And then it's Sebastian.
Oh, now you're talking. Now you're talking. Okay. That poor, yeah, that beetle's defending himself. He does, yeah. So he's survived. Thank you, Sebastian. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, who else wants to go? Did anybody not go? Oh yeah, Dara, let's do it. You're in the zone. You are in the zone. Very nice. Full colors. Crushing it. Yeah, that's a lot of work, man. We did a lot of work for an hour and a half. This is awesome. Okay, so we'll probably be back to doing some more observational, like hardcore, like
Wait, we
how to
haven't gone.
draw lessons. What's
We
that?
have-
Oh yeah. Was that the Fisher team? Let's see. Let's pan.
Okay, so I didn't do the beetle, but I did add some to my first drawing or my second.
I have to find you first. Replace pin. Okay. Whoa, so you made like an entire nonsense world.
Yeah.
That's so boss. I like the garden and the barn. Wow. Yay. Cool. Did we do trees last week?
I don't
I
know.
think we did. I'm so glad you took that far.
Okay, so the whole thing where he says he's gonna slay the beetle kind of
Yeah.
made me think of like knights and dragons.
Okay.
I thought it would be fun to make him small, so I drew this.
Oh my lord. Yes, I mean that's the other thing with the needle. I mean the needle is like a bizarre weapon, and now it's like a jousting needle. All right, yeah, you're winning. You are winning.
Yeah, I made him ride the mouse.
Win the art game, people. Okay, rock and roll. That's good. It's 12:09. I have to go, but I will see some of you guys after this, and I will see you all next week. Like I said, guys, please email the school if you have any things that you are desperate that you want to learn how to draw and paint, or else I'll just keep coming up with fun stuff.
Thank you.
You're welcome, everybody. Talk to you later.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Sure. Bye, y'all.